What's something odd you find attractive? When guys get embarrassed, I think it's looking tired. I'm very happy to see how many people here notice the uniqueness of different noses. I've always thought that nose as the central part of face adds a lot of character. It's the part of face which makes it interesting. I've met a lot of girls complaining about their noses and thinking about surgery, and it just breaks my heart. So, answering the question, I would say noses which are not necessarily beautiful in a classical way. Seeing someone at a restaurant or a movie by themselves. That kind of confidence is sexy. Pointed canines. People who are able to sit in silence comfortably. That don't feel the need to always fill the void with chatter. Don't get me wrong, I love a good conversation. But not everything needs to be said. When my partner comes home all covered in dirt from work and looking exhausted, I just get all warm and fuzzy and want to fuss over him. And then get down to business. Unfortunately, the looking exhausted is due to being exhausted. If she works in a bookstore, her attractiveness level triples. I can't explain it. My then fiancé, now wife, sent me some photos of her installing a water heater. So hot. Someone's sick voice, lol. A girl who's kind to everyone but is just a little bit mean just to me, IDK man. I'm a sucker for a good clavicle. Sideburns. I love a good 70s style sideburn. Turtleneck sweaters. Girl with messy hair. When she's kinda weird. I love a girl that has unique interests and expresses them without fear. I think it's so cute seeing a girl be interested in something I've never heard of before. When a girl is really focused on something and then she puts her hair in a ponytail to get to some next level hyperfocus. Nerdy and awkward men. If they're older and inexperienced, the better. Nerds. All the men I've dated and my husband have all been nerds. Edited to add, and I'm not a nerd. In the traditional sense, I guess, lol. Really dorky girls. Like awkward, maybe bad fashion sense, goofy laugh, etc. I find the sleepy just woke up and haven't had any coffee yet look pretty attractive on women. Prominent eye bags. Messy. Frizzled. Tangled hair. Pajamas. Also. Lab coats. And not just as a romantic sexual, I think we should normalize wearing lab coats in public on all occasions. I personally really like how I look in a lab coat. And I also really like how other people look in lab coats too. Bonus points for combining the two. Tired female scientist who hasn't brushed her hair or had any coffee yet is sexy as hell to me. When a girl has a special interest and you bring it up without realizing it and she goes on like a 2-hour info dump telling you every reason why she likes Ewoks or something. I just like hearing people talk about things they love. There's a girl I really like. But I have no intention of asking her out. Instead, I use her to help me pass bowel movements. When I sit on the toilet, I write her a text asking her out. But I never send it. Thing is, every time I start typing, I get so fucking nervous that I feel the need to shit myself. Luckily I'm already on the toilet. So it works out in my favor. She is the only reason I'm not constipated 24/7. And I can't have it any other way. When they bring you lasagna at work. I'm not sure how odd this actually is. But a woman who could easily beat me in an arm wrestle. Left-handers. Skinny wrists. Whenever my girlfriend tells me about work she's doing in the lab, it gets me all hot and bothered. Woo-ho-hoo. Graphene and lasers and shit. Girls who prioritize dressing as comfy as possible over dressing sexy. I love loose, soft clothes and hate tight things that are sexy. The more comfy she looks, the better. Big noses and large canine teeth. I think one little crooked tooth can make a whole smile sweeter. That thing where a woman has dyed her hair but grows out and you can see the dark roots and the color looks like unintentional highlights or something. Also white tops, denim bottoms, and bare feet. And I don't even have a foot fetish. Something about jeans and feet though. I love it when a man laughs. And especially if he has a really unique laugh. Like really loud or higher pitched than his usual voice. I like a good collarbone. I don't know what it is. Some men and women just have it and my brain is like nice. Hands. Don't ask me why. Because I don't know either. A tall woman that is easily capable of pinning me against a wall. Maybe not odd, but perhaps lower of a priority for some people. As in, you wouldn't be seeing it on somebody's dating profile. I find it extremely attractive how compassionate my wife is for all living things. She hates spiders. Still takes them outside instead of squishes them. I've seen her save so many bugs. She's like a Disney princess for creepy crawlies. A dragonfly rode on a broom with her once. A tired moth rested in her hands. All taken outside to fly away. I'm just attracted to her kindness and respect for life. The neck and shoulders for reasons I don't understand. Probably has something to do with biting too. I like biting and getting bit. Hard but gentle. When my BF has one hand on the steering wheel and the other behind the passenger seat reversing the car. Like why? IDK how, but it's such a beautiful thing to see. I guess we all have our own preferences. No matter how unconventional they may seem to others. Cheers to bush lovers. The way someone tilts their head up in order to insert an earring. Big and or beaky noses. Luka Modric and the like. Men who are left-handed. Stuttering. I can't explain it. I'm not sure why. But when someone starts stuttering and stammering, it does stuff to me. I like short guys. They're easier for a short girl like me to hug. The horizontal ripple across a girl's t-shirt where her bra stretches it out a bit. On second thought, this is another, if very specific, way of saying I like boobies. You be the judge. Not here to contribute other than to say this shit if healing. So many things that I was insecure about were covered here. The voice of a sick person. Men's hands, and I know I'm not alone. Jet black hair specifically. I don't know what it is about black hair, but it's really hot. Women with big noses or unique shaped. Nice calves. Not muscly but distinct. Scars. I don't know why, but just the sight of a scar makes people more interesting. Tilda Swindon. I mean a few years back. Smile wrinkles. Missing or snaggly crooked teeth. My first boyfriend had a prosthesis that replaced an upper quarter of his teeth and I thought it was the hottest thing. My current FWB is missing a tooth and I think it's one of his best features. I like fat, hairy, older men. I just want to cuddle them and run my fingers through their chest hair. I've been this way since I was a teenager. I may have daddy issues. Big feature noses, like Adrian Brody or Owen Wilson.